What's up guys, Jay Kamira here, and in this video I wanted to share with you guys some tips and ideas I came up with to play Vast hack free. Alright, so first things first, I want to share with you guys the old method I used to use back then, and then go over the flaws and some solutions for them, just in case some of you want to adopt that method and do it yourself. Then I'll introduce some new ideas I've recently come up with. So back then when the Legion of Legit Players was a thing, RIP, I would screen players before they were able to join the Discord, and in this screening I would basically just kill them or attempt to make sure they didn't have God mode, and then check their inventory for hacked items. For the most part this was a pretty effective tactic, but the problem with this is that it raised questions, like what if people were just turning off hacks just for the screening? For me personally, I don't think it works like that, because I've actually screened two people who wanted to join but had God mode on during the screening. So of course they failed. The real problem is that someone may have two devices, one which they use for hacking and one that's clean. And it's a problem because they have access to passwords and can bring in the hacked account or have hacked items in the server. But I already had a solution prepared for this problem. Requirements. In order to join my server, you needed to have a Discord, a working mic, and an account on Vast. I made those requirements for a reason. It all starts with the screening, where we first communicate. I would then know your voice and match it to your name. I would also keep a list of names of Vast accounts and write them down next to your Discord usernames. This makes weeding out any cheaters within your server extremely easy. Another big problem I was having was that people were bringing in hacked items like masks, infinite ammo, and the SVT. I clearly let people know that no hacked items were allowed, and yet some still brought it in. I put in place a strike system, but it felt really childish and tedious to be assigning strikes. So my new solution would be to just ban them from the server, and I know, it sounds harsh, but if you know me, then you know I don't want to associate myself with any type of hacking or hacked items. But I'm not completely unfair. They can appeal, and if I felt they were truly sorry and promised they won't do it again, I'd let them back in. But a second time will result in a permanent ban. Keep in mind that you want to keep your server as clean as possible, but that's pretty much what I used to do to play cheat free. It sounds like a lot of work and stressful at times, and it was, but I had good admins that I trusted as clean players helping me out. It was a good method, but I just don't have the time anymore to maintain such an organized system. So if one of you guys want to do that, then feel free to adopt the system. Now the last and final flaw was that after a while hackers found some way to join passworded servers. And everyone knows that in order to play with other people, if you're using a password, is to use short passwords because of the keyboard glitch Vast has. So it kind of defeats the purpose of doing everything I just spoke about once they started doing it. So I had a theory about it, that hackers can only join if your password is something short and memorable, because I myself have been interrupted by hackers whilst playing in my own passworded server multiple times whenever I used a very short password. So I tested this theory by making the password obnoxiously long and pressing random keys so that it's impossible to write and remember, and I found that it worked. The only downside is that you can only play solo that way. So here are some new ideas I've come up with for playing with other players without worrying about hackers joining. The server minimum amount of players you can have on Vast is 6, so all you need to do is find 5 other clean players and create a 6-person server, and make sure you all join that server at the same time. It sounds like a very simple solution, and it is, because that way no additional players can join, password or not. The problem is finding people to consistently play with, and I know that isn't always easy, so I've created a Discord called the Vast Survival Hub, where players can look for others to play with, team up, or team up against each other in Vast. And of course, if you have more than 6 people who want to play, just make a server with the exact number of people that you have. I just highly recommend screening and checking for any hackers before you guys play, because it's highly likely that that may happen from time to time. And how to go about screening each other is to just let each other know, like, yo, before we play, let's screen each other and we'll give each other our stuff back if we both pass. If by some chance there is a hacker in the Discord that joins, then just give me the name and I'll instantly ban them from the Discord. But overall, I'm just hoping this new method works smoothly and that this may be even able to provide players with the regular Vast experience we should have. Feel free to tell your friends or anyone who you know who's looking for a clean experience in Fast. But that's pretty much it for this video, but before I wrap it up, I want to let you guys know that I won't be able to play with you guys as much as I'd like to because I'm either at work or busy with something else. This is just something that I want to do for the community in the state that it's in now. But if I do have the free time, then I will definitely pop in and play with you guys. But that's pretty much it, so peace out.